All right, welcome in, AJ. Let's talk sports. This is Ohio State versus Iowa pregame show with some college pick'ems behind it. Here we go. Ohio State takes on Iowa at 3:30 on CBS. They are favored by 18.5. It's been moving around a little bit, but as of right now on ESPN Bet, it is 18.5. The over-under is 45.5. Ohio State is undefeated, and I will try to slow down Ohio State's offense, but I don't think they will. Egbuka and Smith and Howard at quarterback is going to get the job done. The running game is going to be all over the place, but watch out for Caleb Johnson, the running back for Iowa. We need to stop him. But give me Ohio State in this one. We're going to cover. We're going to beat them by at least 20, and we're going to go over on the 45.5. And that is my prediction for Ohio State versus Iowa. And here comes Texas A&M versus Missouri. This is going to be on ABC at noon. So before the Ohio State game, I would like you to watch this one. Before the Ohio State game, you got Missouri, who's ranked number 9 at 4-0. Texas A&M, the Aggies, are 4-1, and they're ranked 25th. And Missouri will head out to Texas at College Stadium, and Texas A&M is actually favored at home by 2.5. The over-under is 48.5. Missouri will stay undefeated, and the Texas A&M dynamic offense by true freshman quarterback Marcel Reed. And then you got to watch out for the defensive end Nick Scorton for the Aggies. And the Missouri quarterback Brady Cook has 4 straight games with at least 200 passing yards, and Nate Noel, the running back, has 199 yards against Vanderbilt 2 weeks ago, was a beast mode. Luther Burden III, watch out for him. He had 2 touchdowns against the Commodores. So Missouri also has a top 10 defense. So Missouri, watch out. They're a top 10 team, and I think Missouri is going to get the job done, and watch out for that. And they cover. I was going to say, here we go. So Missouri and Texas A&M, Missouri's going to win. And then the over is 48.5, so give me the over. It's going to be about 56. It's going to be a high-scoring game on ABC at noon. Check it out. Now, SMU versus Louisville. Both have 1 loss. SMU is not ranked, but Louisville's hanging tight at the 22 position there. And SMU and Louisville meet for the first time since 1984, with the winner grabbing a share of first place in the ACC. So we got some key matchups. Players to watch. SMU's quarterback, Kevin Jennings. He's coming off of a career-best 254 yards, 3 touchdown performance against SFU. And then Louisville kicker Brock Travelstead has 2 of the school's longest field goals, with 56 yards at Notre Dame and 53 yards last season. And then Smith is tied for 13th nationally in rushing and 7th with 7.3 yards per carry. So watch out for him. And the linebacker, Kobe Wilson, earned ACC weekly honors after making 7 stops with a school record 82-yard interception return for a touchdown. So watch out for SMU's defense. Watch out for Louisville's offense. And watch out for that kicker. Anyways, he's got a leg. He's got a leg on him. And we're going to go ahead and pick Louisville. They got to win by a touchdown, but they are at home. Over is 56.5. Give me the over, because I'm just crazy like that. So Louisville, give it to me. Ole Miss versus South Carolina Gamecocks. Both also have only 1 loss. But Ole Miss is going in to Gamecock Nation at 4-1, and they are ranked 12th. And this is a matchup here. Ole Miss's quarterback, Jackson Dart. Dart triggers the SEC's most potent offense in throwing for 363 yards with 13 touchdowns. South Carolina defensive end Kyle Kennard and Dylan Stewart have combined 11 tackles for loss and 8 of the team's 14 sacks. Antoine Juice Wells for Ole Miss, the wide receiver. You got to look out for him. He's going to be flying all over the field. He's finished his South Carolina career with 71 catches, 956 yards, and 10 touchdowns. He's had 14 receptions and 278 yards, 4 touchdowns with the Rebels as of right now. South Carolina's quarterback, Lenora Sellers, he's 24-10 right before half, and LSU 3 weeks ago before leaving, and then he has hurt his injury. So Sellers missed the rest of the game at the Tigers and missed the next contest with Akron. Sellers is expected to start though, so look out for Lenora Sellers for the Gamecocks. Florida transfer Princely Umanmielen, I hope I'm saying that right. He has 5 tackles for loss, 2.5 sacks over the last 2 games for Ole Miss. So look out for that dude, and you got to block him. But I got, give me Ole Miss. They got to win big. They got to win big going in to Williams-Brice Stadium for the Gamecocks, but they'll win by at least 10. Over-under is 53.5. Give me 56 on that one, on the over. Now we're going to go to the game that I was wanting to talk about. Michigan versus Washington. Michigan is going into Washington. Washington's only 3-2. This is on NBC, 7:30, Saturday night. Big time matchup in Washington at Husky Stadium. But I'm trying to figure out, why is Washington favored by 1.5? That's what the spread is. So you know what Michigan's going to do, and what they have to do. Michigan needs to run all day. But the quarterback, Alex Orji, is 2-0 as a starter. But throwing the ball with any impact has been basically non-existent for Michigan. He was only 7-12 for 32 yards passing, and that is it. Michigan has only thrown for 577 yards as a team through 5 games. That ranks 129th. But you know what they're going to do? They're going to run the ball. Donovan Edwards and Khalil Mullings are going to be probably unstoppable. The Washington defense, I don't think they're going to be able to stop them at all. But for Washington, Jonah Coleman has carried a load. Coleman has quietly been on the top running backs in the country. Coleman had 148 yards, and he's averaging 9.3 yards per carry against Rutgers in his third 100-yard game this season. And the Wolverines are giving up just 2.8 yards per rush. So not only do the Wolverines have one of the best running backs tandems in the country besides Ohio State, they also only give up 2.8 yards for rush. And this is a rare meeting. This is the first time in college football playoff era that the championship game participants have met in the following regular season and in a conference game. In 2018, Georgia and Alabama met a year after the teams played for the title, but that came in the SEC championship game. But this is the regular season. Check it out. NBC. I might watch it. I might actually watch this game. I don't like Michigan. I hate Michigan. We all know that, but I'm an open-minded Buckeye guy, so I might have to watch this. But it's going to be battling. Where's it battle? In the trenches, boys! So Washington, like I said, is actually favored by 1.5. Michigan will win by at least 3. And the over-under is 41.5. It's going to be a big-time defensive matchup, but I think they go over on this one. Give me Michigan, and they're going to go 5-1 as they rank 10th right now. And that is how you get the job done. Thank you, guys. Love you guys. God bless. And tip the waitress.